Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Mrs. Z and Fifth with your host, Zach Kias and the Fifth General. Zach Kias, what's good, man?
What's good? Good to be here, definitely, for sure. Welcome to our show, Mrs. Z and Fifth. Yes.
Yeah. So, brother, you read my mind today because I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah.
This is hot off the press.
Yes.
Michigan coach, college football coach of Michigan University, Sherrone Moore.
Yeah.
We just going to get into it. Let's go ahead and let it play.
Situation at Michigan. John, first and foremost, what do we know right now? Why is Sherrone Moore at the Washtenaw County Jail?
Well, to work it backwards, he and this employee at the Michigan football building were investigated by the University of Michigan this summer and both denied any relationship. That story changed yesterday morning when she went on the Hill, as we say, the administration office, with the receipts, the text messages, the emails, documents, and so on, laying out the details of the relationship and the conflicts thereof. And that, of course, resulted in Sherrone Moore being fired. The Regents and the president had enough. Ward Manuel himself fires Sherrone Moore sometime after noon yesterday, one-on-one in their office. After that, this is where we're getting to your part. He broke into the employee's home in Pittsfield Township, which is between Ann Arbor and Saline, Michigan. Grabbed a knife apparently and threatened to harm her and harm himself. And that's when he became into protective custody in Michigan. So that's where that one stands.
And John, you have reported as well that right now, currently, he is being surrounded by mental health professionals as well. Is that where we sit right now?
That's correct, and should be, obviously. So that is obviously a serious matter. The next matter for Michigan, of course, is going to be the status of athletic director Ward Manuel, because they're going to need to hire a football coach. It will not be internal. There's no one prepared on the staff right now for that role. If they go externally, then you need an athletic director to hire that person. The question is, will that be Ward Manuel or somebody else? So all this is happening very fast.
So let me ask you about Ward Manuel. For a lot of people that I talk to, I know a lot of people that you talk to, this did not seem to be such a surprise about this alleged relationship. What did the Michigan Athletic Department know and when? What did Ward Manuel know and when? And this is a long history now of problems with the Michigan Athletic Department, whether it be football or basketball or hockey, several investigations, firings, allegations. What's next for Ward Manuel? Where does the Board of Regents go next? What are they working on today?
I guarantee they're working on those two issues. Who knew what and when? I guess I'll say this much in defense of the university. They did have the investigation internally this summer, and if both parties say there's nothing happening, there's not a lot else they can do other than respond to rumors. But now they brought in a Washington, D.C. law firm, one of the white shoe law firms, as they say, to investigate the entire department and what's happening with the entire department. That is going to be a very serious report, external, third party, of course. And that will have a lot to say, I'm sure, about Ward Manuel's future. So they are meeting, I'm sure, by phone and elsewhere, talking right now about Ward Manuel's future and the future of the football program as well. So these are both up in the air right now. I've been hearing these rumors for a while, as you say, but consenting adults, there's not a lot anybody can do. And these are rumors. But now, of course, that we're down to the nitty-gritty of reality based on the employee's report yesterday. Things have changed quite dramatically. Sherrone Moore is out of a job, and I doubt he'll ever be coaching football again.
And John U. Bacon, again, perhaps nobody more dialed into the Michigan Athletic Department and in this situation. John U., I just want to ask you about the details that you had laid out for us as to allegedly what happened last night. Do we expect charges for Sherrone Moore in this case?
I don't think there's any way to avoid that. Now, I know this is a relationship. However, once you break and enter someone's home, and it involves potential threats, and I'm hesitant always, as you know, to get into too many details without knowing absolutely everything. But no, I'm very confident the police are investigating this right now, and charges are very likely.
John, what was the change? You said this has been investigated for several months, and they both had the same story until yesterday. Do we know why the script flipped for the person alleged in this matter?
Great question, and I've got partial answers to that, but none right now I can share with authority. Not because I'm trying to hide or protect anybody. We can certainly assume, Ryan, that from the investigation this summer, when both parties said no how and no way, and yesterday morning when she came with the receipts, as I said, lock, stock, and barrel, to exactly the person you're supposed to take it to, the general counsel and the administrators, that clearly something has soured between those two to make her do this. Now, what that was is open to speculation. But clearly there was not a healthy relationship in any way at that point. So, and of course, got almost tragic last night.
Finally, John, what about the players? Do we know anything about the players? There's a bowl game on December 31st. Biff Poggi is going to be the interim coach. Do these players enter the portal? What is their mindset right now with the lack of any answers regarding the program?
Well, you'd have to ask, of course, the players, and there are 120 of them or so they might all have different answers. But certainly what happens in these situations, especially this tumultuous and this sudden and frankly this unexpected on the grand scale, I'm sure some will leave. Some will stay, but probably most of them are going to wait around. I'm willing to bet you're going to find, and I've got this on pretty good authority actually, they're going to hire a coach within 5 to 10 days. Now, whether they hire an AD before that or not, I don't know.
Placed already.
But that's going to be a relatively fast process. And if that goes as fast as I've been told it's supposed to go, then the players are far more likely to stay. If it drags out, then they're far more likely to leave because these players have offers.
John, who will hire that next head coach?
That is the biggest question right now, and I don't know. It depends on what the regions and the president decide about Ward Manuel's future. It's not the first time that his leadership has been called into question, but by the same token, he's won a whole lot of Big Ten titles, record a year, 2 years ago, and they're making big money. Those are obviously factors, but those should not be the only factors. And as you said, the hockey program, the basketball program, now the football program have all fired coaches in scandal. Dang. So how much of that can you take?
John, I cannot thank you enough for carving out some time. I know you are on this book tour. And again, congratulations for all the success of Gales of November, the untold story of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Again, number 7 on the New York Times bestsellers list, 6 consecutive week. Great holiday gift as well. Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate it.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know if you heard that last part, but Michigan University had to fire coaches from different athletics teams this year as well. So
that's crazy.
That's
he's not the only one.
Due to not the same scandal, but due to scandal-related incidents. Michigan, that college is going through a lot.
Yeah,
Zacchaeus, let me get your opinion on this video and just the news about him and your opinion overall and what you think is going to happen.
He tarnished his reputation, man. I mean, just breaking and entering, plus also being married with children already, and they just committed adultery. It just looks, it's hard on him. You know, now he's facing some time. He went from glory because he gave Michigan State College Football League, he gave them a championship in 2024, he gave them a championship. And now he fall from grace because the man is a married man with children. But the thing is that he allowed, and I say this, and I'm gonna say this too. I went the biblical way because I'm gonna say that he allowed lust to take full control of his mind because he had an affair with this woman not just happened overnight. It was a long period of time. He had an affair with, I believe her name is Paige Shaver. He had a long relationship with this woman. Long relationship.
Say that name again, because they didn't say her name.
Paige Shaver.
All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's the name that's been circling. That this is a woman that works in Michigan State College. She's a staff member there, and he seen them, and he most likely he couldn't get his eyes off of her, and that's what kind of and they had an affair, longest time affair with this young lady, and he thought he thought he was not going to get caught, but whatever's in the dark may come to light, and he allowed lust to take full control of his whole. He was obsessed with her, because for you to be obsessed with somebody, I mean, he was overly obsessed with her. The breaking and entering, because initially, according to the sources, she broke up with him. She no longer wanted the relationship, and he couldn't. It's still one of those things like that. I don't want to be without you. You know, I can't see life without you. If I can't have you, no one else can. And then, according to the sources, he allegedly said, gotta use the word allegedly. He allegedly said, "I'm gonna harm myself." He broke breaking and entering, because that's what he get in charge with, breaking and entering, home invasion. And she felt scared. Of course, she felt scared and threatened, and all type of. I think 2 other charges brought up against him as well. So he's facing time for this, and I think he just allowed her to, and it happens to us men. Some of us, we allow lust to get the best of us. We stare, can't keep our eyes off of her, and and that's how it develops, just like that. Simple emotional connection behind your wife's back, and a simple connection like that, and that's what allowed him to develop a relationship. All of that. So he lost it all, man. He lost his $30 million contract with Michigan State College. 30 million. Lost his family. Most likely his wife not gonna want to be with him. And all of that. So it's a lot. So his was the most famous. I didn't hear the others who ever lost, but Coach Sherrone Moore was the most popular one to get. It's still being circulated. This news right here is still being circulated in the internet, circulated on social media. Still. So that's my thoughts on it. A whole lot, man. I mean, we can expand on it and elaborate on it, man. And it's a whole lot, yeah.
So let me go to his charges. Some of them mentioned,
yeah,
because you can't threaten to delete somebody like that.
Right.
He's facing a felony count of home invasion, 2 misdemeanors, 1 count of stalking a domestic relationship, and 1 count of breaking and entering without owner's permission.
Yeah.
The woman admitted that she was in a intimate relationship with him.
Right.
Yeah, I think it says that he was married here for 10 years.
Yeah, married with children. He has kids with his wife. Yeah. So he allowed that other woman, man, to draw him in, man, lure him in. And it happens. And let's check this fifth. He said that he's a believer. He said he's a believer. He said he follows Christ. He believes in Jesus Christ. He said he's a believer. You could relate this to King David. He said he's a believer. He said, you know how King David lusted after Bathsheba? Mm-hmm. He said he's a believer. He claimed to follow Christ, but he allowed lust to obsession to take.
Well,
to take
well,
full
this brother
control.
this brother needs help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He may be everything that you're that he's claiming to be.
Yeah.
This brother needs some help.
Yeah.
They're not gonna have mercy on him, man, and I think you know why.
Oh, I know why.
So I mean, and it could have been regardless of, but especially when you threaten America's sweetheart, and you know what I mean by America's sweetheart.
Oh yeah.
You're
You ain't got to spell it out for me.
You know, they don't play. I got something to play.
Okay, go ahead.
Somebody who could somewhat relate to what he's going through.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find this clip. All right, let me see. So Shannon Sharp had something to say about this.
Oh.
How about that? Shannon Sharp. And we know what he went through.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh
you know
yes. Of course. Yeah. He can relate.
Yeah.
He can definitely relate.
Hey, Zacchaeus, you're experiencing technical difficulties.
On my end?
Zacchaeus, you there?
I'm here. Yeah, you can hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah, try to go out the feed and come back in because you're stuttering up pretty bad on the audio and video, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, hop out and hop back in. That should fix it. There we go. All right, I'll get this thing ready for my brother when he come back. Because I need this brother to see this. Because we all know what Shannon went through. You know, Shannon went to court earlier. Then I'm going to give more detail on the alleged accuser. Because this is not looking good. Okay. Looks like my brother is back. Let me put him back on.
Yeah, my
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, we good now. I'm going to let this clip play, all right?
All right. Go ahead.
Michigan has fired his head coach, Sherrone Moore. According to reports by Dan Weissel and Adam Schefter, Pete Thamel added that the fine will be for cause. Michigan Athletic Director Wardy Manuel said in a statement that Moore was fired after an internal investigation revealed credible evidence of an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, which is a violation of university policy. Moore took over the full-time job from Jim Harbaugh, who left to go to coach the Chargers in 2024 after the Wolverines won a national championship. Remember, he filled in a couple of games when Harbaugh was suspended. He was the offensive coordinator and he was the interim head coach, and that's how he parlayed that into the job. Michigan knew about Moore's situation for a while and eternally waited after the signing day period to take action, according to Josh Pate. Pate claims insiders have been expecting the job to come open for weeks, and now Michigan has likely already engaged in potential candidates. Ocho, Sherrone Moore, it's alleged, it's being reported that someone was on the staff.
Yes.
He elevated to his executive assistant, ended up having a relationship with her. If I'm not mistaken, he has a wife. I think he has a couple of kids, 2-3 kids. We saw a situation with Ime Udoka. We saw a situation with Mel Tucker. It's happened. I think Rick Pitino had a situation like that. I think Bobby Petrino had a situation like that. What are your thoughts, Ocho?
I mean,
then I go to you, Joe.
you got to be careful. You got to be mindful. Obviously, at some point, when you're in positions of power, you almost somewhat feel invincible. Taking advantage and abusing that power, that said power, for those that work with you or part of an entity that you're a part of, and you think you're safe.
Yeah.
Think you're safe. You take all the right steps, you do all the right measures to ensure your safety, and that individual does, hoping everything they can to make sure to protect you and what you guys have going on. But for some reason, every time a situation like this does happen, where you think nobody can be able to pull back the covers or the layers on what you have going on, it always gets out every time. But there's so many stories of these type of situations happening. It's sad that it's come to this. Wife, family, embarrassment that they have to deal with.
Yeah.
The young lady who's also a part of this, the embarrassment that her and her family are going to have to deal with.
Correct.
And it kind of sucks. It sucks real bad on both ends for both parties that are involved.
Joe?
I don't think there's a way you can feel safe in a situation like this. Like, it's almost like looking over your shoulder every time, you know what I'm saying, you go to work, or at some point, maybe some guys don't get caught, but more times than not, man.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a tough situation, bro. You got to have the discipline. You got to lead by example. You lead men, so you want to be an example to them, leading the right way. And to have this, it's just unfortunate, bro.
I think the thing is that all the situations that you've heard, you never think a situation like this can happen to you, even though you're doing what you've heard about. Nah, this is going to be different. She ain't like that. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to get out. Don't nobody know but her and I, blah, blah, blah. And I can imagine 6-7 months ago, I went through something very similar. So I know what that storm is like.
Yes, sir.
And unless you've been in it, that's why when people say, this is what I would do, you don't know what you would do until you in it. Until you in that pressure cooker.
Yes, sir.
Until you in the eye of the storm.
Yeah.
Until you in. Ocho, you and I have had a conversation. So I know. To be in that storm, and to know everybody know everything that you worked your entire life for. You feel it like it's crumbling right before your eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only people that's gonna be there, the only is gonna be a select few.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a select few.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody look. It's kind of look, and I understand the situation. But if you're married and you engage in an inappropriate relationship, why would you do that? You married. And see, everybody always say, "Why would you do that? Why would you do that?" Well, if you thought you was gonna get caught, if you thought something was gonna go wrong, you wouldn't do it.
Right.
The same reason you speed. If you thought you was gonna get caught, you think you would speed? No. Unless you're a kleptomaniac, you're not gonna steal. Klepto just can't help it. But some people don't. You don't shoplift. You don't steal stuff if you think you'll get caught. That's why a lot of people, most robberies happen at when? At night. You got the veil of darkness because I don't want to get caught. I don't want to be seen. The same thing while you creep. Most times, when the creeping take place? At night.
The night.
Boy, college professor told me, say the night has 1,000 eyes. And on most nights it has 1,002 because somebody sees you.
Oh, yeah. I'm writing that down, boy. That's a good one there, boy.
Damn.
Say the night has 1,000 eyes?
On most nights it has 1,002 because somebody sees you.
Ooh. Well, I don't know when I'm going to be able to use that in conversation.
Yes, sir.
And then the other reports that came out that he was arrested and things that some things escalated.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That old hoo-ha, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
It's undefeated.
yeah.
Yeah.
Think about Samson and Delilah, David and Bathsheba.
That's right. That's right. David and Bathsheba, Samson and Delilah, David and Bathsheba.
It made a
Yes.
fool of us all, though.
And
At some
Bathsheba,
point.
yes. Yeah.
In some way, shape, form, or fashion.
He thought he was untouchable, the King David, when he lusted after Bathsheba. Yeah.
I'm gonna stop. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it here. But I
Yeah.
played Shannon's clip because I wanted Shannon to give his opinion on somebody who's going through something similar. Now, he never went as far as threatening to take someone's life, right? So that's different. But it's just the fact that he got fired for a scandal in terms of him dealing with a woman and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Zacchaeus.
Yeah, he said something that brought it home too, Shannon Sharp. He said that when you think that you're not going to get caught, when you think that you've been doing this for a long time, because Sherrone Moore had an affair with this woman for a long time, and you think she's going to keep it on the hush. I'm going to keep it on the hush. It's not going to go. It's not going to be exposed. And how it got leaked, how it got exposed, I don't know. But all I know is when the scripture says, whatever's in the dark come to light. And I think, and what he also said, he also mentioned King David, because King David, you have to remind, King David was king. And he had his eyes on Bathsheba. And he was lusting after Bathsheba, had a strong lust after Bathsheba. And sometimes you think, and you think that, okay, I'm lusting after this woman, but obsession can make you do some crazy things. If you'd have told Sherrone Moore, you're gonna go crazy after you. I know you're married now, but you're gonna meet a woman that's a staff member in Michigan State, and you're gonna go crazy over her, and you're gonna even break and enter an apartment just to get with her. You're not gonna want to break up that. You're not gonna want to part from her because she just. You think about her night and day. He would have looked at you and said, nah. And he probably would have looked and told you that I am not jeopardizing my wife and my kids and that $30 million contract that I have with Michigan State. He would have looked at you like you're strange. But what lust and what obsession can do to a person, it can mess you up mentally. And that's what kind of messed him up mentally. And he didn't want to part. He enjoyed having that affair with her. And they were having it for a long time. It's not just happened overnight. They were having an affair for a long period of time. Maybe, God knows how long, how many years they had this affair was going. Or how many months, how many years, 2-3 years of this affair was going. And he would never think that, I'm going to get caught. I'm going to get caught and this is going to leak. Same thing with King David. He got Uriah killed. So put this man put in the front of the line in the army to get killed so he can be with Bathsheba, and so King David can be with Uriah's wife Bathsheba. King David was that. He said, "I'm king," and he didn't think that the prophet is going to come to me and chastise me, and I'm going to have ruin to my home. There's a strong lesson in this. When you lust, it brings you to ruin. It brings you to it brings you to poverty. When you lust, it brings you to poverty. It brings you to ruin. It brings you to shame, disgrace, and it tarnishes your reputation. So a lesson in all of this. Even Shannon Sharp went through it for a little while, but not to the extent of getting arrested and losing it all, because it never went that far. But he kind of related to that and said, listen, you never think something like this would get leaked or get out there and exposed, but it happened. And now people are just, it's shared all over, spread. This kind of news is spread like wildfire, and he can never get back. He tarnished his reputation, messed up his family structure. Lust can make you ruin a lot of things in your life. It just destroyed, especially when you're a married person, it destroys your whole entire life. And he's married with kids, and it just ruined the whole family life. And it can never get that back. Forget about the career, but the family life is what his wife had to go through: humiliation, disgrace, shame, facing time in prison. You can be in this world is crazy because you can be on top of the world, and then allow someone like what can make you, a woman can make you crumble and fall into a piece of crumbs and lose it all, just like that. It's and that's what I get from this situation. There's a lesson to be learned. There's a lesson to be learned to not idolize and worship somebody and put them before your family, put them before God, put them before anybody. Just going after somebody like just lusting after somebody like that, because that very thing that you lust and you put before God can bring you to ruin. Man, it can bring you to ruin. It can bring you to ruin. Can bring you, look. And Shannon Sharp also mentioned Samson and Delilah. Look, Delilah got Samson to lay on her lap, and he lost his locks, he lost his hair, and and God told him not to tell Delilah his secret, and he wound up falling for her. He was just dumbfounded by her beauty. Same thing with Sherrone Moore, just dumbfounded by her beauty, struck by her beauty, and he couldn't get his eyes off of her, and he fell into the lap of Delilah and lost his strength, and he just lost his sight, lost his strength. He lost it all. So valuable lesson in this news right here with concerning Coach Sherrone Moore. Yeah.
So let me interject real quick. So it says here that so I'm seeing here that he returned home, but he is facing charges, as we just read earlier. But he was on watch, on suicide watch, I guess, right? Yeah. So the thing is this, right? Let's talk about Paige Shiver. She was the executive assistant to him.
Yes.
Got a raise when under him in that role.
Yeah.
She is the daughter of a Chicago Bears talent recruiter.
Oh.
This woman is well connected, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not gonna let him get away with this.
I know why.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah,
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
And another thing, I'm not implying that someone should get away with this.
Right.
But what I'm saying is what I said earlier. And let me see if I can pull up a picture so that people can really get an idea of what she actually looks like. You know what I'm saying? Because people need to see this, for those who don't know.
Right.
You mentioned her name. I didn't even know her name because a lot of them are trying to shy away from saying her name. You know? But it's out there. Now we talked about him being married, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, we're gonna pull up his wife and then we're gonna pull up her. Check this out. I'm gonna put it on the screen so that you can see it too.
Right.
We're gonna show the audience.
His wife, maybe has some issues in his home, but okay. Yeah. On the far left is Paige Shaver, and on the far right is his wife.
Yeah, the woman in the picture with him is his wife.
His wife, yeah.
And Shaver is the one with the curlier hair on the side.
On the side, yeah.
Shiver, yeah.
Shaver, yeah.
There you have it.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't think I need to go any further on the looks of things.
Nope. You know what? Yeah, I don't want to say the term "snow bunny crisis," but yeah,
I'll keep it. Let me keep it right there for a second.
Yeah.
Maybe this is why he thinks he won't be judged the same.
Let's keep it 100 now. Okay.
Maybe something's going. Maybe I need to look more deep into this brother's background. Like, where is he actually from? I mean,
yeah.
I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and he said, you know, the sad thing is that when you get in the in crowd, you think you're going to get in court treatment.
Right. Special treatment. Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Right.
Let me tell you what happened. That brother went up to that woman's house and made a double dollar sign out of himself.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happened when the police came in and arrested him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yep.
They told that man, count your days.
Yeah.
Because you won't have many outside. I will say this though, I find it interesting that I'm seeing I'm seeing an actual news report here that said that he actually was sent home. Now that doesn't mean he was off the hook. Right. They may have ruled him as someone who's not a flight risk, but 9 times out of 10, I have the clip. But 9 times out of 10, when something like this happens, of this phenomenon, you don't go home.
Most of 90%, you don't go home.
Right. So let me play what just came up, because as we're reporting this, research is coming up.
Right.
So let me go ahead and take. Let's y'all get the point. Y'all see what what his wife and the girl look like.
Yeah,
so it is what it is. I don't need to keep showing that. But let's now show what's going on here, because now they're saying that this man went home. I didn't know this. Hey, a lot of this stuff is new to me because I've been out the loop. Me and you both got day jobs, so we got to handle our business. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So when we get to do the show, we get to find out this stuff. All right, let me play this. This is according to the local news out there in Detroit. Oh, I ain't playing. Here we go. So this is Fox 2 out there. It says that ex-Michigan coach Sherrone Moore comes home. And I guess this is showing him in the car or whatever.
Yeah.
Video's like 4 minutes, but yeah, usually I'll add commentary on here since there's nobody talking. But usually when you have I mean he didn't try to delete no one, but when they have it where you threaten such a thing,
Right.
they'll take you out of here. They'll
Oh
take you out
yeah.
of here. That must,
Oh yeah. They
you know what
hold.
I'm
They,
saying?
yeah, definitely.
They'll make sure you never get out, and you ain't have to do it. They'll just say, well, because you broke in, you must have thought about doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All these things that mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that this is serious stuff. We kind of move ahead a bit because this is just footage, but it's not really. There's no actual commentary on it, but this is from the local news here.
Oh.
Anyway, obviously there's people outside of his house watching him. Let me just stop playing. Obviously, there's people outside of his house watching
This. Yeah.
Oh, and they will be watching him because they are going to make sure that that he don't try to take a flight somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They got him locked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's going to be a problem going forward. Zacchaeus, man, why does this keep happening?
I say this, man. When you think that you're untouchable and you think,
oh wait, hold on. Before you go, I don't want to leave this detail out. Sorry.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I have to be fair here. So it says here that Paige and him ended their affair.
Yeah, they ended.
Right?
Yeah.
Months ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She did not out him.
Right.
She did not out him.
Mm.
Only because of him going up to that house.
Right.
Because he didn't leave well enough alone. And here the man got a whole wife
and kids. Yep.
But he didn't leave well enough alone, and that's where we are today. Sorry, Zach. Yes, back to what I asked you. Why does stuff like this keep happening?
It's like this. Some of us, I would say some. We can't let go. We don't know how to say, okay, there's a code here. Different strokes for different folks. You can't carry on and move into how can I say snowboarding, but act like oh, because I'm in a certain position. I'm the head coach of Michigan State Football League. And now I have a position. I'm in a higher position. So whatever I do, they're gonna pat me on the shoulder or pat me in the hand if I do something wrong. They're gonna treat you. Once they find out that you see all this situation, he's being held in charges, they're gonna treat you like any other brother. Don't think that you're so special. Okay? Yes, your wife is who she is. Yes, that's who you're attracted to. Yes, but when you go, you boldly and you break in. Now, this woman, Paige Shiver, has some kind of status. She has some, and I believe that she belongs to somebody else, or she's with somebody, right?
Brother, can I add this for the sympathy that I think is gonna happen?
You don't take a. Okay, go ahead.
Real quick. No, this is gonna help your point.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be like, really, all of that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that this woman also was diagnosed with a rare disease called Pompe disease?
I didn't know that.
So it says here that I just had it. Okay, Paige Shiver was diagnosed with Pompe disease.
Right.
Pompe disease is a rare progressive disorder that disables the heart and skeletal muscles. It affects only about 1 in 40,000 people.
Mm.
She said, "I get a lot of pain throughout my body." She wrote in a letter, according to the Bears, Chicago Bears, father, whatever,
Yeah.
scout. She said, "When I'm in pain, I am really in pain, and there was nothing that could be done but hope and pray that it will go away. This disease has been such an impact on my life, and sometimes I feel as if it has taken over my life because every day is a battle. He requires regular infusions." And this was before she started working for the University of Michigan. Zacchaeus.
Wow. So
Let that get brought up in court. What you think that's going to do?
Trump put more charges on him.
Did you hear what I said?
More charges on him. Knowing that she's battling with a disorder, this some type of disease, and she's other skin, you know what I'm saying? And she has some kind of clout. And like I said before, she made him belong to somebody else, and he just happened to, and he just kind of step out of boundary and think that, okay, now because I have this position, I'm untouchable. Nothing can happen to me. Well, brother. This may be 2025 and beyond, but you're still a brother and you're not so special. I always say you're not so special, but listen, they're gonna try to book. I think they're giving him about a few. They're giving him hitting him up with some charges, and if he's guilty, they're gonna give him some time. Now she might testify, and he might just be hit with more time. So I would have to ask him: was it worth it? Was it worth it?
No, ain't nothing worth this, brother.
Yeah, because
ain't nothing worth this.
No.
Nothing, sir. And the thing is that that's what's gonna be in play during this trial, because a lot of people are gonna be upset at the fact that that he cheated on his wife.
Yep, adultery.
Right?
Adultery.
There's gonna be people in the courtroom that are upset that his wife resembles another America sweetheart, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
So you're guilty just for doing that, right?
Yeah.
In the court of public opinion, not the law,
right?
But in the courts of society, in the courts of dominance, in the courts of the dominant society.
Yeah,
that's a violation right there. That's strike one because you did that.
Yeah.
And then we already know what the grand strike is because of the fact that he did this, and he's facing felony charges and misdemeanor charges.
Felony charges.
So they could put him away. Not saying he gonna get life or nothing like that.
Nah, like 4 years.
Yeah, he could face possible jail time, but then, like the guy said on the news report, from this point on, his life after this, nobody's gonna want to give him a job.
Oh no,
he won't be able to coach anywhere else.
He's ruined, done.
Sad, I'm gonna say this, and then we'll wrap up the show since we kind of made this like a news show, and then I'll let you get the final point. One of the things I don't understand is this, or maybe I do understand it, but it's just I don't go for it. Is what I mean. The downfall that a man can have over a woman is so prominent. It's almost like it's written in the stars, like it's bound to happen. Work relationships, and this is why you hear that term, don't crap where you eat.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I said it the PG way, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is why they tell you this. And then on top of that, he lost control, man. A lot of times when situations like this happen, you lose control. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this would have been a big deal if Paige Shiver name was Taisha Jackson.
Hello.
Yeah, I went there.
Yeah. Hello.
But being that her name is Paige Shiver,
Mm-hmm.
oh Lord, please don't let her be related to Maria Shriver. Oh, never mind, their names are spelled different. Sorry.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Bad joke. We'll strike that from the record. But but she's well connected because of her dad works for the Chicago Bears.
Right.
So there's a backing that's behind her and a support system that will make sure that she gets justice, depending on how far she wants to see this go.
Right. Right.
And once again, I'm not saying he should be allowed to do it. He shouldn't be. But what I'm saying is because of the way this is looking and the confines of what they're going to try to do and the law that exists or even don't exist, they're going to try to nail this brother to the cross.
Hello. Hello. Yep. Yep.
He has himself to blame for it. This is not about me kicking him while he's down, but he's hard to defend.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what I do for people watching this, brothers, and men alike, no matter what you may look like, leave these women alone, man. Leave them alone. It's one thing for you to be accused of something and it happened versus you being accused of something and it didn't happen. Your chances of your fight is better when you didn't do nothing. And there's something that could be proven with 100% of a doubt.
Right.
Without a doubt. But when you are linked to something like this, and I know there are situations and there are good stories where men and women have met each other at work and they have gotten married and created legacies. Family legacy. Okay, that's one thing. I just witnessed one at my job. Shout outs to the two of them.
Oh.
Beautiful couple. Just got married. But it's not this situation.
Right.
But this is the risk. And this would be the risk outside of work.
Mm-hmm.
When a woman, fellas, I need to talk to y'all even further. First of all, don't cheat on your wife. All right? It's none of my business, but it is my business. Secondly, when a woman wants to depart, let her go. Please let her go. Don't text her. Don't call her. Don't send a pigeon with a message attached to his foot.
That's right. Yeah.
Leave them alone.
Alone. That's right.
Life is so much better when you leave them alone. Do you know in my lifetime, in my breakups, right? I've left women alone and the women are like, why you don't talk to me no more? It's over. Because I avoid situations like this right here. That's why. Well, I would never have a yearning to do anything like this anywhere. But I'm just saying, there's a self-control that you must have. Brother Zacchaeus, you mentioned earlier, when you let lust be the king of your life, it can get you in a jam just like this.
Yes, absolutely.
And that is an example. And fellas, do not end up like Sherrone Moore.
No, exactly.
Zacchaeus, you have the floor.
Self-control is a huge thing. And listen, we're not exempt. It can happen to us, but that's why we gotta ask God and pray for self-control. Because when you allow your sight to just see this woman and all you can think about is her beauty, and you see that and you look at her shape, you look at the booty, you look at everything else, you're like, oh man, she is hot. You're like, and you're like lusting after her to a point of no return, and you're going Google Gaga over her, and you're like, that's all you can think about. And you, especially, I'm talking even when you're married, don't do it. Don't do it, especially if you're married, and especially if you're courting somebody. Don't do it. There's a reason why you with your wife. There's a reason why you with your significant other. Stay with her. She's supporting you. She love you. Learn to appreciate her and love her and respect her. The biggest thing is respect, man, because you lusting after another woman. The only way, and the only thing that can, and especially if you're married, have a family, that would bring you down to so much ruin. Remember this. Take this home. Lust equals poverty. Okay? Lust equals poverty. And if you're gonna fool around and mess with a woman, it's gonna only bring you to ruin. And I mean every way possible.
Did you hear what I said?
And if you want to take it further, I'm gonna go biblical. Read the David and Bathsheba, and read and go back to the old school Old Testament, Samson and Delilah. Okay? It brings you to ruin. It brings you to ruin. Yes, it does. So take advice, take our word. Just practice self-control, ask God for guidance, and don't fall into her trap. And if she breaks up with you, like what Fifth said, is a reason why she's breaking. The seasons change. And it's time to learn to let go. Don't try to work it out, make men's, try to fight your way, because if she don't want you, is a reason why she's exiting your life. Remember, build yourself up, and you never know, God can have better for you. So stop. If it's time, the seasons change, and it's time to let her go, take her advice, let her go. Enough said.
Did you hear what I said?
I couldn't have said it better. Zacchaeus, let them know where they can reach you, brother.
You can reach me on Instagram, Zacchaeus Music on Instagram. Also, Wayne Backer's Gospel on Instagram. Facebook, you can reach me, Wayne Backer's 167 on Facebook. Also on TikTok, Wayne Backer Street on TikTok as well. But check out my YouTube channel as well, Zacchaeus Gospel, Soca on YouTube.
All right. Y'all can reach me at The Fifth General on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, Fifth General TV, TikTok, Fifth General TV YouTube channel, where the Mrs. Ian Fifth podcast videos are. All right. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes.
All platforms. All right.
All platforms. Yes.
All right. So this was the completion of this episode of Mrs. Ian Fifth. We will see y'all next time. Take care of yourself.